Welcome to the Data Governance and Privacy course. I'm Dr. Yamo Guevara, and I'm delighted to have you join us in this fascinating exploration of data protection, privacy, and ethical management. This course is more than just a learning journey. It's an opportunity to dive deep into the vital principles and practices that ensure the integrity and confidentiality of personal information in our digital age. As we navigate through the complexities of data governance and privacy, we'll uncover the legal, ethical, and technical foundations necessary to safeguard individual rights and build trust in information systems. My goal is to empower you with the knowledge and skills you need to manage personal data responsibly and effectively. I am looking forward to getting to know each of you, engaging and stimulating discussions, and seeing the unique perspectives you bring to our classroom. Together, we'll tackle the challenges and embrace the responsibilities that come with the territory of data privacy and governance. So, let's kick off this journey with enthusiasm and a commitment to excellence. I'm excited to see where this path takes us together. Welcome aboard. Let's begin our lesson by first defining what is data privacy. So, let's begin. Data privacy refers to the right of individuals to control how their personal information is collected, used, and shared. It encompasses the practices, policies, and legal regulation that ensure the confidentiality and proper handling of personal data. Key aspects of data privacy include consent. Individuals should have the choice to provide their personal data with clear understanding of how it will be used. They should be able to consent actively to the collection and use of their data. Transparency. Organizations must be transparent about their data collection practices, including what data is being collected, why it is being collected, how it will be used, and who it will be shared with. Access and control. Individuals should have the ability to access their personal data held by organizations and control its use. This includes the right to update, correct, or delete their data. Data minimization. Only the data necessary for the specified purposes should be collected, and it should be retained only as long as necessary to fulfill those purposes. Security. Personal data should be protected with adequate security measures to prevent unauthorized access, disclosure, alteration, or destruction. Compliance. Organizations must comply with applicable data protection laws and regulations, which vary by country and region, such as the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in the European Union, or the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA, in the United States. Data privacy is a crucial aspect of information technology and digital communication, reflecting the importance of protecting individual rights in the digital age. After defining data privacy, it is time to discuss why data privacy is important. Data privacy is important for several reasons: personal autonomy and freedom. Protecting data privacy helps individuals maintain control over their personal information, allowing them to make choices about who has access to their data and how it is used. This control is fundamental to personal autonomy and freedom. Trust and confidence. Data privacy is crucial for building trust between individuals and organizations. When people feel that their data is treated securely and respectfully, they are more likely to engage with services and share information. This trust is essential for the functioning of digital economies and services. Security and protection. Data privacy measures help protect individuals from risks such as identity theft, financial fraud, and other forms of cybercrime. By limiting access to personal information and ensuring its proper handling, the likelihood of malicious use is reduced. Legal and compliance reasons. Many countries have established laws and regulations to protect the privacy of personal data. Organizations must comply with these legal requirements to avoid penalties, lawsuits, and damage to their reputation. Ethical and social implications. Data privacy is also a matter of ethical consideration. It respects the individual's right to be left alone and to have a space where they are free from public scrutiny or interference. Furthermore, it addresses broader social concerns such as preventing discrimination, ensuring fair treatment, and protecting vulnerable populations. In summary, data privacy is fundamental to safeguarding individual rights, maintaining trust in digital interactions, protecting against security threats, complying with legal obligations, and addressing ethical and social concerns. After discussing the importance of data privacy, let's cover several of the laws of data privacy. The laws of data privacy vary by jurisdiction, but generally, they set out rules and standards for how personal information should be handled. Here are some of the prominent data privacy laws from around the world. General Data Protection Regulation. This comprehensive data protection law provides guidelines on the collection, use, and sharing of personal data within the EU and the transfer of personal data outside the EU. It emphasizes consent, rights to access and erasure, and data portability. California Consumer Privacy Act. This law grants California residents new rights regarding their personal information and requires businesses to be transparent about data collection and use practices. Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. It sets the ground rules for how businesses must handle personal information in the course of commercial activity in Canada. Data Protection Act. The UK's data protection law controls how personal information is used by organizations, businesses, or the government. Post-Brexit, it aligns closely with the GDPR, with some adjustments for the UK context. Lei Geral de Protecção de Dados. Brazil's general data protection law regulates the use of personal data by individuals and legal entities, and is largely similar to the GDPR. Information technology, reasonable security practices and procedures, and sensitive personal data or information. Part of the Information Technology Act, these rules lay down the standards for protection of sensitive personal data in India. Personal Data Protection Bill. Many countries are in the process of enacting or have recently updated comprehensive data protection laws, which often incorporate principles similar to those of the GDPR. These laws commonly require businesses and organizations to implement data protection measures, obtain consent from individuals for data collection, ensure the accuracy of data, provide access to personal information for individuals, and establish protocols for data breach notifications. It's important to note that the landscape of data privacy law is continually evolving to keep pace with technological advancements and the growing concerns over personal data use. Now, let's continue our in-depth discussion of data privacy by contrasting data privacy and data security. Data privacy and data security are closely related but distinct concepts in the management of information. Data privacy concerns the proper handling of data, how data is legally collected, stored, managed, and shared, focuses on compliance with privacy laws and regulations that protect personal information, centers on the rights of individuals to control their personal information and how it is used, deals with policies and procedures regarding the collection, use, and disclosure of data. Data security refers to the protective measures that safeguard data from unauthorized access and exploitation, involves the use of physical and technical safeguards like encryption, firewalls, and access controls, is concerned with protecting data from breaches, cyber attacks, or accidental loss, deals with the technical implementation of protection mechanisms. In essence, data privacy is about the rules and guidelines for handling data correctly and respecting individuals' privacy rights, while data security is about the practical measures and defenses put in place to protect data from being compromised. Now, let's focus on the challenges of data privacy. The challenges of data privacy are numerous and often complex, reflecting the dynamic and evolving nature of technology, data collection, and regulatory landscapes. Some of these challenges include technological advancements, rapid technological change, including the emergence of big data, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things, IoT, creates new and unforeseen ways of data collection, making it harder to manage privacy, volume of data. The sheer amount of data generated and collected every day makes it difficult to track, manage, and protect. Lack of awareness. Users may not always be aware of the extent to which their data is collected and used, leading to challenges in informed consent. Regulatory compliance. With varying and sometimes conflicting regulations across different jurisdictions, organizations can struggle to maintain compliance. Data breaches. Increasingly sophisticated cyber attacks pose a significant threat to the security and privacy of data. Cross-border data transfers. Transferring data across borders involves navigating complex international laws and regulations. Balancing privacy with innovation. Companies often have to balance the need to innovate and utilize data with the need to protect individual privacy rights. Data ownership. Clarifying who owns data, particularly in cloud environments or when data is generated by IoT devices, is challenging. Complexity of data security. Implementing comprehensive security measures that are robust enough to protect privacy is complex and often costly. Ethical use of data. There is a growing debate on the ethical implications of data use, especially with technologies like facial recognition and personal data used for profiling. These challenges require continuous effort from both policymakers and businesses to ensure data privacy is upheld while still allowing for the benefits of technological advancements. Let's continue our discussion by discussing the benefits of data privacy regulatory compliance. Data privacy compliance has several benefits, including trust and reputation. Compliance with data privacy laws helps build trust with customers, clients, and partners, enhancing a company's reputation and competitive advantage. Legal and financial protection. By complying with data privacy regulations, organizations can avoid legal penalties, fines, and the costly consequence of data breaches. Risk management. Data privacy compliance helps organizations manage and mitigate risk associated with data handling and processing. Customer confidence. Customers are more likely to engage with businesses they trust to protect their personal data, potentially increasing customer loyalty and retention. Market access. Compliance enables organizations to operate across different markets and jurisdictions, which often have varying data protection regulations. Operational efficiency. Implementing privacy controls can lead to better data management and governance, leading to operational efficiencies. Strategic decision-making. Compliance efforts often provide insights into data flows and can inform strategic decisions about data usage and business operations. Competitive differentiation. Organizations that demonstrate a commitment to privacy can distinguish themselves from competitors who may not prioritize data protection. Employee confidence. A strong data privacy culture also benefits internal operations, as employees can have confidence in how their and customers' data is handled. Ethical standards. Data privacy compliance upholds ethical standards and social responsibility, aligning with the growing public concern for ethical data use. Let's bring our lesson to an end by discussing tips to protect data privacy. Protecting data privacy is essential both at the organizational and personal levels. Here are tips for both. Organizational level, data privacy policy. Develop and implement a comprehensive data privacy policy that complies with relevant laws and regulations. Employee training. Regularly train employees on data privacy best practices and the importance of protecting personal information. Access controls. Limit access to sensitive data to authorized personnel only, and use strong authentication methods, data encryption. Encrypt sensitive data both in transit and at rest to protect it from unauthorized access. Regular audits. Conduct regular privacy audits to assess the effectiveness of your privacy practices and policies. Incident response plan. Have a robust incident response plan in case of a data breach, including notification procedures. Data minimization. Collect only the data that is necessary for your operations and minimize the amount of time you retain it. Vendor management. Ensure that third-party vendors and partners comply with privacy standards and handle data securely. Secure software development. Incorporate privacy by design into your software development lifecycle. Data anonymization. When possible, use data anonymization techniques to protect individual identities. Personal level, strong password. Use strong unique passwords for different accounts and consider using a password manager. Two-factor authentication. Enable two-factor authentication on services that offer it for an extra layer of security. Regular software updates. Keep all software up to date to protect against the latest security vulnerabilities. Phishing awareness. Be vigilant about phishing attempts via email, phone, or text. Don't click on suspicious links or provide personal information to unverified sources. Secure connections. Use a VPN when accessing public Wi-Fi and ensure your home Wi-Fi is secure with a strong password and WPA3 encryption. Privacy settings. Regularly check and adjust privacy settings on social media and other platforms to control the sharing of your personal information. Data backups. Regularly back up important personal data to a secure location. Minimal disclosure. Practice minimal disclosure online. Share only what is necessary and understand the potential implication of sharing personal data. Secure devices. Use security features like biometric locks and Find My Device services to protect your devices from unauthorized access. Awareness of data rights. Stay informed about your data privacy rights and exercise them as needed, such as requesting data deletion or opting out of data sharing. At both levels, staying informed about the latest privacy threats and trends is crucial for adapting and improving privacy protections over time.